Hello, my name is Ola, and I have been in a long distance relationship for a year officially, and probably about 2 years, 2.5 years unofficially. I met him actually through a website that I was on because of the guy I was dating at the time. It was a study tech forum. I don't watch study tech. I liked that guy I was dating a lot. So I met this guy, and we started IMing. Then we started calling, then we started video chatting, and it just got to be something. And the relationship I was in at the time was falling apart and was not in a good place and was not good for either of the people involved. So that happened. A few months after that fell apart, we decided to meet up. And he lives in Toronto, I live in Connecticut. He came to New York and stayed with me for the weekend. Both parents, we each had a parent there, we each were very safe about it. And we met up, and it was still there. The kind of, we both felt we liked each other romantically for a long time, but we weren't calling it anything until it worked and we met in person. And we met in person and it worked really well. So we called it a relationship and we decided, holy shit, we're gonna do the long distance thing. And it's been a year now and I see him about once a month. He comes down to visit me. Now, since I'm 18, I'll be able to come up and visit him. It's difficult crossing the border if you're not 18. He's 19, I'm about to turn 18. So that's happening, and for us, being together anytime soon, an endpoint as you called it, isn't really going to happen soon because I am from the United States and college is expensive. And I'm not going to go to college in Canada, and he's not going to go to college in the States. I'm going to go to a state school, probably, unless I get money from one of the Canadian schools I've applied to. So that's not an endpoint for us, and that means another 4 years of buses and trains and waits and Skype calls. And that's really, really scary. And I know after college, for grad school, I can definitely go to a grad school in Canada, in Toronto, in Vancouver, in Montreal, wherever he is at the time. But that's 4 years away, and I'm 18. And it's just really terrifying, but this is easily the healthiest relationship I've ever been in, the most mutually beneficial and the most honest relationship I've ever been in, and I really cannot imagine a better one. So for what it is now, I'm trying really hard to make it work, and the video actually kind of really choked me up a lot because it's just scary. I don't want to have to break up, and I don't want that heartbreak. But I guess you make it feel kind of inevitable, but I don't know. It's been a year, and we see each other probably more often than you guys did because it's not as far. And especially once we both get jobs going, we can do plane tickets, which is a lot more convenient than a 12-hour bus ride. So I guess I'll see where this goes. I'm just really hoping and really scared. So, I don't know. I think you were trying to be positive and realistic with your video, but I also think that for some couples, it may have been really discouraging. Like, I know it was for me. But my parents, before the age of the internet, had a long distance relationship for 3 years, about the same distance, and this was before you could even make easy phone calls. And this was when you had to call in an operator and request a phone call from across the country. And they made it work, and they got married, and I'm a product of that, and they're very happy. So I guess I have it in my blood. I don't know if I want a blessing, if I don't need anybody's approval, I don't need that, I want to know it can work, which is not something anybody can tell me, but I still want it. So, here's your video response.